बोल भी दे हमारे तरफ से. Well, good morning. I am Rajneesh here. I am on the 22nd class lecturing on the literature reader, class 8, and chapter 2 follows. I am extending my performance since yesterday I left. Please settle and come here. Swaminathan broke into the loud protestation. Did Mani think that the Swaminathan could respect everyone but him? Actually, the matter is here. Basically, this is a very theoretical, very psychological theology, trilogy between the Mani, Rajam, and the Swaminathan. You have to understand the trilogy. The main soul, the main aim of this story is to understand the childish psychological theology in trilogy. Here, what made him think so? As far as the Swaminathan could remember, he had never been within the 3 yards of the Rajam. Oh, how he hated him. Swaminathan is in this way of the thinking. Rajam and the Mani have been the always influx, has been always very close to each other. He never went out of OFF, even the 3 yard far. What is the problem? When he is the friend, it makes no sense to be any displeasure. When had the Mani see him with the Rajan? Oh yes, it must have been during the drawing period on a Monday. Actually, whatever the problem is the displaying by the Rajam, and in the sense of the Mani, it is nothing. It's started from the Monday drawing period. It was Rajam who had come, and the talk to him in spite of the cold face with the Swaminathan has returned to him, and he had wanted a pencil sharpener which he did not get. Actually, he don't had during that time pencil and the sharpener, as he was the promptly directed to go to the shop and the buy if he needed it so urgently. So there is no comparison between the Rajam and the Mani. Actually, the pencil, the urgency of the pencil and the urgency of the sharpener during the drawing class on a Monday was very much evident. But this was the point that he went to the shop and purchased it out. He pleased the Mani greatly for the first time evening, and the laughed heartily too. It was the Mani who enjoyed too much, very heartily. And then he suddenly asked, "Did you bring things that I wanted?" This was the Swaminathan, you who brought all the things on the Monday. Oh Mani, I beg 100 times pardon of you. My mother was all time in the kitchen. I could not get it. It referred to the lime pickles. My mother was busy in the preparation and the blending of the lime pickles. He was always in the kitchen. I don't have a time to move out. You are a coward. You are not a brave person. You are saying lie. Oh, this river bank and the fine evening. How splendid it would have been. And see, this is the river, fine evening, and we are sitting on a river bank. What a splendid situation this right now we are passing through. The Swaminathan was to act as a cord of the communication between the Rajam and the Mani. Basically, Swaminathan is a critical factor to growing, to refining the relation between the Rajam and the Mani. They were sitting on the last bench of the backs against the yellow wall. The wall was the yellow of the class. They were sitting on the back bench. Swaminathan sat between the Rajam and the Mani. Mani and the Rajam. In between there was a position of the Swaminathan. The books were before them on a desk and their minds were busy. Mani wrote on a piece of the paper, "Are you a man?" and gave it to the Swaminathan, who pushed it across to Rajam, putting on an offensive as took it possible. Actually, there was a note There was a note prepared by the money. On that very note, he wrote, "Are you a man?" And gave it to the Swaminathan. He pushed it and gave it to the Swaminathan, and who pished across the Rajan. And finally, Swaminathan put up this to Rajan, and putting on an offensive look as the possible, but he was the snaring, as the look was not a very much pleasurable. Rajan read it and crumbled and threw it away. Rajan read it, understood, and simply crumpled it and threw it away, and at which the money wrote another piece of the repeating the question. Again she did same act, and in the addition, "You are a fool if you don't answer this." And in there he also wrote, "You have to give an answer, otherwise you are a fool." And he pushed it across. Rajam hissed into the Swaminathan face. Rajam was in the great aggressive mood. He took a very serious hissed before the Swaminathan face, and "Don't disturb me," and the crumbled the letter. Again Rajan spoke up and concluded, "Don't speak too much, don't disturb me," and simply threw it the paper. Further, the progress was they stopped. The Swaminathan stand up and said the teacher. Swaminathan stood up faithfully. Swaminathan very handsomely stood up with the, "What is the Lisbon famous for?" asked the teacher. The Swaminathan hesitated and ventured for the being the capital of the Spain. This was the answer of a Swaminathan. The teacher beat off his moustache and feared the second question, "What do you know about the Indian climate?" Again, the second question from the teacher was, What about the Indian climate? It is a hot summer and the cold in a winter." Stand up on the bench and roared the teacher, and the Swaminathan stood up and without a protest. Swaminathan stood up and without a protest. The teacher reassured his the lesson. Africa was a land of the forest. Nile was the most important river there. He selected someone from the first bench to answer. Actually, the teacher was in the need of answer. This question, Nile was the most important river of the Africa, and by answered promptly, and the teacher was the satisfied. The quality answer satisfied the teacher. What was the Nile? The most important river in the Africa. The boy answered with the enthusiasm and was instantly snubbed for it, and he had to learn not to answer before he had asked to. Actually, he was overlooking these all the things. Swaminathan paid no attention to the rest of the lesson. His the mind began to wander, standing on the bench, and he stood well over the whole class, and he could see so many heads, and they classified them according to the caps. There were 4 red caps, 25 Gandhi caps, and the 10 fur caps, and so on. When he work for a day was over, the Swaminathan, Mani, and the Rajam adjourned to the secular spot where they have their minds, and Swaminathan stood between them and acted as the medium of the communication. As I made you very clear, the Swaminathan was the final chord. Again, the secluded place means the known place, isolated place, and that was the bank of a river. There was also close that they could have heard each other, even they had spoken in a whisper, but it was a matter from between the enemies to communicate through the medium. Mani faced the Swaminathan steadily and asked, "Are you a man?" Swaminathan turned to the Rajam and respected, "Are you a man?" Rajam flared up and shouted, "Who doubted?" The Swaminathan turned to the Mani and said ferociously, "Which fools doubt it?" "Have you the courage to prove that you are a man?" asked Mani. Mani again irritatively put up a question before the Rajan. "Are you a man?" Swaminathan turned up to Rajan and repeated it. How? How? Repeated Swaminathan to the Mani. "Meet me at the river near the Nalappa's Groves tomorrow evening." Near Nalappa Grove, Swaminathan was pleased to the echo for and asked Rajam, "To see it you can break my head." "Oh, to the peace, Rajam." They gave the Swaminathan no time to repeat their word. The Rajam shouted on his ear and the Mani in the other. "So we may expect you at the river tomorrow," said the Swaminathan. Swaminathan is confirming same time, same place on the river bed. river bank. Yes, Rajam promised them. Mani wanted to know if the other would come with the guard, but he would not. Rajam promised after denying a very suggestion he might act the otherwise. Actually, this was basically a challenge just in between the Rajam and the Mani. Just in between the Rajam and the Mani, and the time is the well set. Place is the well set. Nalappa Groves stood a few yards before them, and it was the past 6, and the traffic for the day between the banks was the over. Swaminatham and the Mani were the squattering on the sand, and they were the silent. Mani was staring at the ground with a small wooden club under his arm. The Mani had a club. Club means very strong stick, and he was the thinking that he was going to throw Rajam into the river, and he was in the mood to utilize this club over the Rajan and put the Rajan into the river. At the sound of the cracking boots and the turn, and the found that the Rajam had come, and he was dressed in the khaki and carried under a arm air gun, and he was also given to him a couple of the month ago on his birthday. Actually, this on the birthday gift there was again the gun, air gun, and that sound of the cracking of a boots, and they turned, they found that the Rajam had come. He was dressed in the khaki, carried under the arm the air gun, and that was given him a couple of the month ago on his birthday. He stood very stiff and said, "Here I am." Reply, "You are late." "Yes, we will start." Rajam shouldered the gun and fired shot in the air, and the Mani was startled. He stood still in the club down. Actually, the Mani got very much startled to see the action of a Rajam. Rajam was firing the gun in the air. "You heard a shot," said the Rajam. "The next is going to point at you, and next I will crack, and there will be sound at you, and if you are keep upon a fight. But this is unfair. I have no gun while you have. There should not be hand to hand fight. It should be the hand to hand fight. There, why have you brought your club?" In the meantime, again, the Rajam put up a question before the Mani, "Why you have brought the club? You never said anything about the yesterday." Mani hung his head. "What have I have done offend you?" said the Rajan. "You called me the sneak before someone. It's a lie." There was the vacant pause, and "If this is all the cause of your anger, forget it. I won't mind being the friend." "Nor I," said the Mani. In the meantime, there was some persuasion, and the thing was getting a very control. The Swaminathan gasped with the astonishment. This all the thing was very clearly and microscopically observed by the Swaminathan. In spite of his posing before the Mani, he admired the Rajan intently and longed for his friend. Now the thing is the happiest conclusion to all the unwanted trouble. Actually, this is the time, this is the place where all the unwanted displeasure, all the unwanted trouble finally put into the grave naturally, by the wonderful directorship of the Swaminathan and again the Mani and the Rajam. He danced with the joy. Rajam lowered his gun, and the Mani dropped his club and showed the goodwill. Rajam pulled out a pocket half of a dozen of the biscuit. The river mild rubble. The river was simply thundering, the rustling on a people leaves, and the half light of the late evening. The evening has set in. There is a very sweet and the half light, and the people leaf is the rustling and touching and the kissing on a flow of a rustling water, and the three friends eating, glowing with each other friendship. Swaminathan felt at the perfect peace with the fault, and Swaminathan is now he is feeling very comfortable. This now I have finished my. In the meantime, I have finished my chapter 2. Day onward, I will start the chapter 3. In the meantime, go through, stay in your home.